contract no ebedi unkomo
Okay.
no mo hye ho etu ho na mo ntem no
Sure.
of course ya na how mo sign player na did the page for obuza o so the reason they give Samba 2 years and I say what's your expectation of him Nigeria ni oba ye almost he come on for 5 years
Basi.
yeah ogabo ache no enye tie bia nke kazi ma Samba 5 come on 5 ma oganso 5 na ye cut down so sa di will come there will do that discussion abusha panya de bi cost on national under 20 side now I'll come and address it and now no more the list but as a final list omo ye phase 2 of preparation e dey call under 20 AFCON
Yes.
team no omo goalkeeper number 1 goalkeeper e Kotoko Benjamin Chum no omo amfre no ni dinim
Wow.
omo reason is am say oba Kotoko no omo bi okay omo comedy ma kokfa me dey ma fourth choice goalkeeper e dey be replace no the whole season me dey ma goalkeeper no wada one game a FA Cup game Benjamin Chum before Baba Kotoko no was starting 5 games.
Wow.
Now goalkeeper what that now no your ball African games one and them near je o ma drop a boy no ya be so adwuma but then me wadwuma bi yesan say meeting kese bi akoso ama ho ensem nyina na egumanim e wa ha buja panyi.
Nice one.
Enti ya na mame na penkra kosi awu a bomodi ana o de coach James Kwesiapia o de fam panyi for nyina
The living legend.
na meeting akoso buja panyi meeting ketwa meeting kase pa na Asante Kotoko team no empanyfo mo ka biewom wo mo eyeye no.
Nice one.
Kotoko no nkanko na nioma na mani abobɔ so de mate no ema mi nkuranhye pa.
Wow.
Abzapani
Yes, sir.
me be yi no baako e de ama wo.
I trust you.
Asante Kotoko mpanyfo ekura a 5-year sporting plan. 5-year sporting plan. Kotoko's 5-year sporting plan. Enye plan ketwa. Player recruitment in some year eba meeting na se ho e ma mpanyifo e bobo so. Asante Kotoko mpanyifo e di nkomo about supporters mobilization going forward. Ti fabu census wansem eba ho pa enya asem ketwa. And some no ayen sama kesia. I'm going to walk our listeners through and sama a course on my other page so the Yamin Kosuna Unchiran na onyan kesia. It's as an apping crack was you. Nana Yamin Shira wati. Oh yeah, Ubia Sabria and Ezobel Hidikotokono. Sabria and Ezoba. Intina Abbas Abrino. I'm the place of your jumbo.
Richardo Pepe Suarez.
Meeting a corso or deno quadra so Asante Kotoko secretariat. What a corso. Meeting no and some kesia P about in fact a Dakojachi project on Asem Ebaho.
Some na pie and I go na tu.
Eager na two of us.
Wow.
Eager na two. Kran some pa Kramuden.
Wow.
Tinana pen crack was you. Coach James Kwesiapia, Maele. Malik Jaber, lawyer Samuel Safuduku, already at the Richard Akuto, administrative manager. Mame and Chapman Salutu Juma Moya. I'm Japan.
Yes, sir.
My born seven so. Asante Kotoko plan, sporting plan. Until none of me catch us, sir. You could training, you could do not prosper near Malik Jaber near. And Kwesiapia ni. Kwesiapia ni sporting director de Asante Kotoko.
Yeah.
Malik Jaber technical director. And a Prosper the head coach. Omo come to the pam ho a ehɔ no omo ntimi ndi financial nkomo. Yes. Sporting nyoma, sporting discussions, sporting decisions, sporting conclusions. And as angofo yi omo come to bom abusapanyi omo arrive at. So omo wie na ho sikasem omu a omo de kokoto panyini pa nanim na na penkra ni mesan so no na ene kurowura ede tim ede agya no ede aso no so onye ho adwuma emfama no. Abusapanyi unim se Kotoko mpanyifo anei omo ya Asante Kotoko no. Omo a plan to go to Africa and to go and do very well. Patonya well, sign very well as a mame.
Wow.
They have a plan. No, money in Africa, and sabe, young Quanoqua, Mekobi and Quanoqua. That's the way. Na me teacher ni bita catch me pa. ɔse mɛkɔ bi yɛnkɔ no kwa ɛnyɛ wote me da ase abra no makora so na adi akyire. You must have a plan for the Africa. Now your plan for the Africa is o qualify as a okobo. Enti abusua say obekaya. Has a folk team now a J the 2000 CAF Champions League. And yet 2000 on one on board Champions League ni bi. Ya na go for refi. Omo dominate Ghana Premier League no.
Yeah.
Omo G League re to aso nsia e ma the late Kokwadu Zekanawu or to league di Kofi nsia.
Yes.
Okay.
Papa.
Kofi nsia. Now in that spell no some moment na no mo enjoy no mo ko Africa o e do first one pet team no ma ba fie the following season no ma G League no ma sa akọ no ma advance through the next round of the competition pa no ma ba fie no ma ko biem no mo bon kakra afi de phobia ina okoche jandaka e wo Senegal no akotwa no for
Jones
no mo boko nim sa plan na bu Japan de bo Africa e o Ghana no Asante Kotoko womo empanyifo no ekoye meeting no omo de plan atoto akwan.
Nice one.
Kotoko age CAF Champions League interclub competition kese no se Kotoko age mi no.
Yes.
Na ni mi no nyina mu no there was a certain level of consistency. 1979 right 70 anu me ni hu briefing papa ma tietie bia but 83 den de me ni obi ogina park no so bo obi atena se di hu nkomo ama oka chem se Pepe ye team no 82 de no eno para na no hye ne wodidi ye omzi abaje o 82 obia conclude Africa Continental including newspapers panyine the newspaper ye tro Egypt a kire me so omo predict say so obi baje CAF Champions League in 1982 and I Asante Kotoko because na team na no hye but on baje 1983 na buzapanyi omo boya omo 79 80 oboko the way from no abasa na dia kwaje enti Asante Kotoko meeting na cause the first point is Asante Kotoko company for say they want to dominate the Ghana Premier League for the next 5 seasons.
Wow.
Omo person omo dominated domestic competitions in Ghana for the next 5 years. Dominance. Enti onza fi Kotoko e FA Cup aka last 4 teams Kotoko jinambi. Aka 9 matches ni abo Premier League na wie Kotoko no lead. The intention is to win. Next season, Kotoko's intention will be to win the Ghana Premier League again. FA Cup, they want to win. The following season, they want to win. So the 5-year sporting plan is to dominate domestic competitions in Ghana.
Nice one.
Now, offer Kotoko Nangasa Ebajeje Ninkuru ana. Anytime be dominating domestic competitions, Abuja, so who pay kwa bontea, omko bomoden e wa bontea. Dominating yes waje baako na wakoda na 4 years no abeje baako ana aje baako a no obi abeje no obi aje na so asaje no you are not dominating. This plan I had the sporting plan of Asante Kotoko in the next 5 years they say yeah but domestic competition bia esa Kotoko na edge you may not win all but there be in 5 years na a league in 5 there be waje 3 waje 4 FA Cup no 2-3 be you are dominating. And that is the standard Kotoko company for trans meeting say Saturday morning.
Wow.
It is not about just winning this league or the FA Cup, but to win it consistently and be dominant, be the dominant force or Ghana in the next 5 years. I know a planner Asante Kotoko company for, and this is a strategic sporting plan.
Nice one.
The total effect of this strategic sporting plan is if they become a dominant force, fear. Ombe pia bonte a. Ombe kwa bomode e wa bonte.
Yes.
Na se mo ya me demetis as we be me there because ye hu se Kotoko e bo Africa or dominate. Abusu a check akra o. If all dominate po all ya de.
Oh yeah de.
In recent times the de nyina be kai Dr. Kwame Chey a time.
Yes.
Na coach no wadam for CK Akono. In fact, na Kotoko bobo akono zo ampa. CK Akono team no bobo akono. So no anka so ka so bobo agro football.
Agro.
Yet why yes Kambamla. Tesema. Why yes I was a wabi. Sa refi no nye. and was said that be yellow card at the ma Sonia Yakuba Ukruma. Emma Kotoko next game and no Mokobono. Not Sonia Yakuba any available. He was the soul of that team.
Yeah.
Na Nansiano Kotoko team build the team of the okay, is a team the year. Kwame Bonsu Conte. No Jerembi. Boy, ya no hunketenketi takura de boy. Maso baako. Sonye Yakuba. Ana na Kotoko ewo Shafiu
Mohammed.
Dabi omu player ya Shafiu Mumuni. Yes, ofri akwa bruchira oba ya.
Yeah.
Na team na no wo se o. Na nsen aho encheza. But sango for say COVID ni ade ti o ma mo league.
Yeah.
And I'm going to boss African. In terms of the first point I could compare for arrive at. I say in the next 5 years they want to dominate domestic competitions in Ghana.
Wow.
And how do you do that? And it will come back to answer the questions that you are raising, which are genuine concerns. Say player or a top player, a kind of 4 months. A kind of 6 months, a kind 1 year, 3 months, knowing very well, sir, Yanka say Nisika. Now, agents, they come and lurk around here.
Yeah.
They are always lurking around. No, I can't play, so I can't say, oh, any sign beam. Menya contract amount. Baby, I'm not going to $5,000 a month. You have a 6,000. You have a 3,000, 4,000. And per quantity, or one of the highest paid players in our league by our standard. But you need Pierre Quabantino, 4,000 now. Emu duye until the player may want to go. Until it is a challenge. But because of this plan, say you dominate, say who dominate ya? Sabe, yamfa Pepe Suarez muna dominate a players na ebon.
Yes.
Until players the kwaba na abefa so maintain you with this 5-year plan now. And Abuzapani, they also came to a conclusion on that matter.
Nice one.
They came to a conclusion on that matter.
Wow.
Until extending players are more performing contracts. Scouting for more talent.
Wow.
Getting young players they can fit into a 5-year plan. It is something that Asante got company for no. The sporting level. James Kwesiapia, Malik Jabe, Prosper Nete Ogun, omo ebe prosecute sa campaign no. Adwuma ye be jade asha omo zaso omonye.
Fantastic.
Abuzapani.
Yes, sir.
Udim sa Asante Kotoko ho yi. Womo ewo scouting team. You almost scouting players at the moment. Entina Steven Disimukwala ebaye no. Obebon kama ni nyina ye ni age.
Yeah.
Frank Thierry Mbella ene ni nua mfege mbeboy. And then somebody don Ghana na create debate o Ghana.
Yeah.
So ye Ghana ni a bia ka blasters ngo bobi. Through a certain network of scouts. Through scouting reports. And then one Juma and Asante ko arrive say yemfa sa branche.
Okay.
On sir Abloya na nkofo kra jom zo no so nya Ghana ni Joseph Ablo. On dey Ghana ni but the born nya no obo Guinea.
Yeah.
The same scouting through sa scouting and ekoyi na edebaaye. Muhammad Kamara goalkeeper no. Yes heavy. And the Sudan for me nu ya omko US o mama bi sa scouting ni bi. Ma me mfa nto anim say Kotoko asa activity sa international scouting no.
Okay.
Sa international scouting Kotoko asa activity. Enti the plan is let's go out there the African market. Yenhwe player availability. In Kotoko's peculiar situation. In Ghana's general situation, Ghana Premier League team. See player be ya dia Burkina. Na ne boy $300,000 the Ghana team akotona ba no you know the funny thing.
And they say
Kotoko player contract ebe wu amana ko free no. Ya hadwene wa ha no. Kotoko so monitor players almost contract wu no makofo for free e do maba. You see the scenario.
You do me.
It is an idea kwakoye. It is Asante Kotoko escort take for samba ba ya. Kotoko anto samba every obi atimu.
Yeah.
Kotoko akofa Joseph Abloba no. Omo anto na every obi timu. Muhammad Kamara the Guinean goalkeeper Kotoko anko to na every obi timu. And once Kotoko activate sa the system no. And make sure so be top talent. Or more experience over the African continent for free. Kofosa started targeting Kotoko players is almost be free. Ho and your free BB the strategic management plan.
Sure.
Strategic management plan. Enti Samba or sign 2 years. First season in boy.
Yes.
If you approach Samba with a contract and Samba is not interested at the end of the season, and so one or soldier trade for $200,000 be now started replacing here. Now to baby out ding. Yes, I'll be free because of funny free. Sanyan Sana, all the targeted players be moya de yaka say Kotoko initial players be
yes.
Kotoko players on my target to other countries of the pay. Omo contract running out of my form free. Obi so target there.
Yes.
But make sure say Uber won so before the last year contract, no.
Samba kind of 1 year, 3 months.
Or sign 2 years, but the first year no.
Yeah.
So at this time you are not thinking about Thomas Abri. What you think about is offering him a new contract.
Yes.
If offering him a new contract, but yeah, as a dilly dally bumper, you look for agents and I said we might 2 Ghanaian clubs now for sa. Yeah, na what is it? Yeah, the player be Madrid. Yeah, na buza benyani nyina na ya Madrid na transfer so ope.
Yeah.
Agents ne frame penny for no. Oh, me boy there pa. It you need to get agents who can get a deal for you, pay them something. Now player now go free.
Yeah.
No ajusika. So the sporting plan to dominate the domestic competitions. Ba ko ne say Kotoko ebe make sure say top talents we team no. They will maintain them.
Nice one.
And extend their contract.
Sure.
Then other players of more African continent so Kotoko side the ni esane na mo said you kofa bi ba and nan say there yem fan to just say no kwase me pass Kotoko epia bonte kofa player ba e ya na ye pa
Efa.
ya na ye pa o de kaka odi kwachire yenkosi sonyi yakoba so emra mesi mbela ne mfege num eso obeba ba be si mukwala so.
Yes.
Samba mudi yo mu yi. Of course enye ni nyina na befa.
Yes.
The same administration akofa Yakuba ba no. Omo kofa abege eba akure mu na nye. The same administration na na amposa omo kofa mbela ba de bi ebo ho abaso no. Omo de ba ku bi kura ba ya no kwa de. Abi o ye training wi ya de che omo sign wi no mu za da bi emwa. Ni did bi Pele. Thomas Pele. Or Cameroon na moi. If Moise Party goalkeeper Moise Party kura ba no. On say na wa me bia na sa pe because go na sa time asare da no Moise Party ni nya bi na. Etinye ni nyina but catch us transfers. There's no single club on earth. Ya also no the transfer you know why.
Biafa.
E better impossible. Wo the upper club bi adin. Na me ne ba se ni bi din ko na ye kai say ba sa sign Philippe Coutinho. Coutinho free Liverpool page na no wa pepo basa kwa buza banyi Andre Gomez mo o ma bo basa ko for Real Madrid
Yeah, Chelsea number 7
Madrid ko to yi Kabiru ni you can love it all na kwa menya so so Madrid jesi mienu kura won de enti sika 80 million euros abuza banyi enti unso obi nano na obi ni me argument Pepe wo hwe party management dey party management ekoto ayi wisdom basi we play and am see the same management omo na to Samba akwa bi no free Sudan ba the left back na no obo na smart no say nya US na akwa na ni ko hu no ka so wo ma bi no wati kurom no obo left back na bi the same management na it wu nya no da bia so the auto 10 players no obia perform ensi. So that is one of the major plans of Asante Kotoko omo exporting ade no mo abujapanyi.
Yes sir.
Ade ba ko a Asante Kotoko epeso mo ye in the next 5 years. And they said they want to be a constant participant in CAF interclub competition.
Wow.
Constant participant.
This is a very tough and high ambition.
Constant participant. I said this year next year ebeko. The last time I got CAF interclub competition guy. Kotoko Kadiogo ewo Kumasi o. Kotoko ne Kadiogo bo Kumasi omo mo CAF interclub competition bi em.
Wow.
Abujapanyi top team anya saa. Said the bia ukoni you free mu nya hwe. Champions League ne dia bo bebrebe o Europe no. Nya ni nyina na Madrid age o.
Yeah.
Wa ya bo about 60 so waji 15. Nya ni nyina na waji. But going into the competition in itself, it is something Asante Kotoko. Again, there is another plan of Japan.
Wow.
Kotoko plan is they will enhance the value of their players.
Yes.
When Omura CAF interclub competition.
Okay.
Etine samba no bono obo Ghana no. Agency for no din koma o ma fa wa e 200 300. But sanke you a CAF Champions League na abrante ni ginam no obo bia. Na kwotimi wura group stages kura wi a e ho no na ko 700 800,000.
Wow.
Wura quarter finals now players ne value no e ko 1 million 1.5. Make us obi busa say Pepe o ya sure. E bra brekum Chelsea. Wura the group stages of the CAF Champions League no. Kobusa value a omodi ton players. Emmanuel Clote was transferred for $1.5 million from Brekum Chelsea to Esperance de Tunis. She players omo ton any value omodi ton mranje. Ti no kwesme wo say it's another plan na we make kan na obi ka say na Pepe we dey chese kwesi apia input pa na say I saw a sporting director. Team no na sporting director. Opem so dia shane say kwesi born who be bia de eno no wonam de ama
the living legend.
Nti wo say IMC for na kami no.
Yes.
E ba ye manage sika sem bibia eno so na pe grab say wa chartered accountant eno so wonam de ama hwe so
Fantastic.
Yes, this is a sporting plan.
Yeah.
Na adia ba ko eye wo mu say enkomodie na meeting ase no. Malik Jaber no Kotoko Africa no mji nya na ni say tuam bi.
1970 and then 1983.
Na ni say tuam bi jo onim pa kwan a ye no. That time ye ne dan enei no what is adwene no eba no what the experience they gathered at the time.
Nice one.
Enti Japan Samuel Champo.
Pepe Suarez.
Meeting a course was Asante Kotoko secretary to no kwada so no.
Eagle na kwatete ho no.
Eagle na tu akoyi bi ade aba ane ade ma tiefo say we a strategic sporting plan for the next 5 years. Dominate domestic competitions in Ghana. The FA Cup, the league, champion of champions, BBM, let's target to dominate.
Yes.
Near dominate here, players no so no. Yen secure long-term contracts and mom.
The best no.
The very best. Down the very best Africa continent so yen iska de betom ba yebetumi afom so de nan say ye no.
Yemfa
bimra. Near the wuram kakaka sa. Asante Kotoko ebetumi
Yenkwa Africa.
Na Africa no dey constant every season bia. Say start CAF interclub competition Kotoko wom. Say Confederations Cup no qualify akwakobo. Say Champions League no akwakobo.
Yes.
But they want to do it over a 5-year period and they believe that within that 5-year period ebetuma community in yewura quarter finals bi. Na some long-term ambition of Opemso no kwasa me say abdapani the long-term ambition of Krura.
Wow.
Asante hene ne say ni team no ebe boss CAF na woni say Kroma Kotoko bo Champions League ne Confederations Cup attendance is different from some normally.
Yeah.
Kotoko nya wuram na Africa ye woni pa bebrebe o maja stadium kwa Africa nti omoba. Look at the numbers Kotoko were pulling during in fact the last game can you go her numbers are Kotoko epulu our stadium. It way a strategic plan of Japan. Me gidi say maboboni nyina so e de amount. Fabu census there no e fall under supporters mobilization.
Yes.
And no measure that abaye ho adwuma e de amount. Strategic 5-year sporting plan to dominate domestic competitions for the next 5 years, to participate in Africa interclub competition constantly and consistently for the next 5 years, to keep a consistent squad during that period, to avoid losing top players on a free.
Nice.
A cap plan to avoid losing top players on a free. We and your ma omo aboboso na eagle na kofaba. Me sure say panyi be busa na we ho na de ma no. And no man nwene ho.
Be ya create confusion
problem. Ya na
Pepe.
Ya fa na sa e wa. But
Pepe.
And na de maka cha okoba. Benjamin Chum is 19 years old. Na ye ntra ho mani pa bi.